Hello, ladies and gentlemen. JR Jones 21 here. So, I've decided to restart up the channel. Now, before any of you assholes click off of this after 2 seconds, I want to let you know that we have a new series starting that I think you all might be interested in. Now, I've been on Twitter, talking to some of my subscribers that follow me there. If you guys want to follow me there and stay up to date, it's at JRChones21. Follow me. The link is down below in the description. You guys really should. But anyways, for one, we are restarting Anime Shock List, but instead of it being a 15-minute episode, it will be a 30-minute episode where we cover 2 episodes of 2 different anime. Now that all ties into the big thing. The fact that we are starting a new series known as Anime Shit Show. It will not be titled that due to YouTube reasons. It'll likely be something more creative in the title, the actual type title. But anyways, think kind of death battle, but more less animated style and more unique to us. We've already got 4 episodes picked out, and we are beginning our slow process. And yes, I said we. Me and Little Bit will both be taking part in this series. We also have a committee of 3 people that are anime aficionados. All 3 of them will be named in the description and in the credits of every video as soon as possible. Anyways, our first battle will be going up undecided, but we will make a little announcement video when it comes up. It will be prefaced by a Anime Shock List episode. Now, that battle is a little one-sided, as the committee has been eloquently putting it. We will be analyzing Kakashi Hatake, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing his last name. We will be analyzing his forms, his jutsu, and his abilities. All of them throughout all of the versions of Naruto in every form we see. We will also be analyzing Levi Ackerman from Attack on Titan. All of his forms, abilities, and techniques. We will be comparing them, and we have a very set, specific amount of rules that I will now be pulling up on my computer. Every battle will involve these rules. Some fights may be animated, some may not. It varies. In all honesty, I haven't decided if it will be animated or not. For a good reason. We do not have the ability to pay an animator, so those battles that are animated will be special battles, such as our finale that we are voting on. Yes, we are already trying to think of a finale, but it will not be a 5-episode series for Season 1. We will have more than that, but the finale is one where me and one of the committee members have been discussing. So, that will likely be it. We have a kind of an April Fool's video that I've been moderately joking about, but I actually kind of want to see animated and done. The animation style will be kind of a pixel art style, as our animator is, again, not paid. The committee is not paid. I am not paid. And Little Bit will not be paid. So, if when you guys do get to see an animated battle, or if you love the series and the channel, feel free to head on over to Patreon and donate. Those that donate to Patreon are eligible to join the Discord servers. That is a big benefit. You will not get to join the committee server, but you will get to meet the committee and talk to them and get to know them. You'll be eligible for an exclusive live stream, which is a benefit. Hopefully all of us will be together for that live stream, including the committee members. You will be eligible for voting on the next episode of Anime Shit Show. And all around, you get a lot of benefits. Patreon is a good way for us to support ourselves. We will be relaunching the merch shop with all new animation, and I realize I'm blinking a lot because I can actually see my screen right now. So, I hope you guys will enjoy the Anime Shit Show series. Now, for Anime Shock List, how we're going to do it is we're no longer going to evaluate episodes in order, or for like Naruto Shippuden, where you're going to have 500 episodes. We won't just use one episode of Anime Shock List to evaluate a whole arc. Instead, Anime Shit Show and Anime Shock List will be blended together pretty much. Shock List will be the video where you kind of get to know who we're going to battle, who's going to be battling next. We will pick one episode that best demonstrates the abilities of the person and use it to kind of introduce the characters to those that don't know. Our first Anime Shock List will be, of course, I have already picked out the episode that best shows off Kakashi. Of course, we will not be using the form that's shown in the video. We have kind of picked out a more fair version of Kakashi to use for this, as Levi Ackerman is purely human, so more of their battle is going to be focused on intellect. Anyways, the battle I picked to most demonstrate Kakashi to new viewers, because Kakashi will be seen again very soon. Probably season 2 if I had to guess. He will be. Why am I saying he will be? This is why you script things, people. The episode will be Kakashi versus Pain, which is a good episode to kind of show off Kakashi's durability, his intelligence, his speed, and his destructive abilities, which is a major aspect. But let's get into the rules of Anime Shit Show, shall we? Come on over here to my little document. First and foremost, there is no prep times. All battles are to be treated as happening on the fly. No environmental battle. Advantages. Example, you will not be able to fight in a hometown or village or country or whatever, unless made with an ability, such as, much later on, if Kakashi is battling, he'll be able to use Kamui, which is an environmental advantage in my book. Forms or versions must be canon and comparable, aka Boruto version of Kakashi versus current version of Levi Ackerman. Stuff like that. Character roles must be equivalent, e.g. main protagonist versus main protagonist, unless otherwise desired. This is important much later on. The reason Kakashi will be versing Levi Ackerman is due to the fact that Kakashi is a sensei. He is the leader of Squad 7. From what I've been told, Levi Ackerman, now mind you guys, I have not watched Attack on Titan. From what I've been told, Levi Ackerman is the leader of a kind of squad. He's the leader of the team, or whatever they're called. So that is why he is considered for that role. Next up, we've got standard abilities and equipments for said form. For instance, your version of Naruto, such as end of the 4th Shinobi World War arc, Naruto will have all of his forms and techniques and equipment. So his kunai, his shuriken, his KCM mode, his etc. All of his abilities that he has, for whatever form is selected. Winners will be decided based on speed, destructive power, intelligence, skills, reaction ability, durability, strength, and any other factors. Now, this is kind of like a death battle template. We will compare their destructive feats, their speed. Now, this is an argument I had with one of the committee members. Speed does not translate to reaction time. For instance, you can be as fast as lightning, but if we can argue that your reaction time is incredibly slow or just normal reaction time, the average person takes about a second to 2 seconds to react to something. Now, that would be a downside. For instance, putting me against Naruto Uzumaki. My speed is worse, my destructive abilities are I'm all around worse than Naruto. But if we compare him against someone like, I don't know, young Konohamaru, I'm trying to think of a good example where their feats are almost identical, but reaction speed, reaction time plays a huge effect. Naruto can spam Rasen Shuriken only once, but if his opponent can dodge it, the move is useless. But just because they have the speed to dodge it doesn't mean they can actually dodge it. Dodging really does take two things. You have to both be able to react and process the attack coming, and then dodge. Move out of the way. So that is why reaction speed and time is different than speed, and why they're two different categories. So, any anime or cartoon characters are allowed. So, we will have... That rule may or may not be followed. For instance, we may or may not have real people fighting in this. I haven't decided yet. Manga may be used for reference or descriptions of characters' feats. Now, me and Littlebit do not read manga, but the committee has us covered there as they do. And they will provide us screenshots or information pertaining to the manga. Any non-canon sources will be voted on their credibility and if they can be included. This includes filler episodes and video games. If the committee, which is 5 people, including me and Littlebit, cannot agree that they are credible and that they can be included, then they are not allowed. I don't want to see that in the Kakashi fight, if he's fighting someone that's equal to him, I don't want to hear people say, "Oh, JR, the Kakashi in Ultimate Ninja Storm can do this." Well, we probably know that, and the committee has voted that it's not credible, or it is credible, but cannot be included in the analysis. We will include it in the breakdown of the character, but we will not include it in the factors on why he won or lost. So there's that. Special forms may be considered with added rules to the weaknesses for fairness. The biggest example, which deals with a episode we are voting on and arguing about, is Madara Uchiha. Now, either we give him his final form we see in the series, where he has the Renegon and is totally broken, or we give him just his Valley of the End form, which is just his Mangekyo form, which is moderately fair. I said the Edo Tensei form, but we add a new form in case he's fighting someone who cannot seal him, and that is if his body is completely disintegrated. I mean, fully and utterly disintegrated. We can argue that his body would be disintegrated. It's over. He wins. Now, to say that he would be disintegrated, the person he's battling is going to have some pretty high destructive feats, because we're already comparing them to Madara Uchiha. That means whoever he is battling has to have the destructive abilities of planet-busting levels. So, if Madara is completely disintegrated, it's over. That's it. So, yeah. That's the point of this. There are no abilities banned. We will take into account how the character fights. So, for instance, we are planning an Itachi episode. For those of you who are concerned with his Tsukiyomi, we're going to go ahead and say that a lot of these big end-all moves like Tsukiyomi, we've seen that Itachi really can't use that often. It's kind of a last resort. Same with Sasuke's Kirin. We know Kakashi can use Kamui more than once, so that's just kind of the rules. I hope you guys are hyped for Anime Shit Show. I know the committee is. I am a little bit to a lesser extent. It's more work for her, but she's doing nothing anyways. Please, if you guys are hyped, hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends what we're doing here. And I will tell you, go check out the Twitter, because I kind of leaked our season finale on Twitter already. And I'm not going to tell you guys, because y'all need incentive to go check out the Twitter page. JRChunks21. Shout out to Alexa, or Attack on Yarn, for loving this idea. And kind of being the inspiration behind it, as you are probably one of the few people that love the anime content. So, please go and check out the Twitter and subscribe. And I hope you guys are ready for anime style battles. We'll see you guys next time.